Oh, hello, great readers. I'm Chen.
I'm Nimicum.
I'm Ven Chan.
In this class, I'll read all of you a part of Moby-Dick Wa the Whale.
S.
L.
Moby-Dick or the Whale. Herman Melville. Extract supplied by a sub-librarian Sec 3. He's a raw oil butt. That fella, Cooper's pilot. The papers were brought in, and we saw in the Berlin Gazette that whales had been introduced on the stage. There, I commenced conversations with Goethe. My God. Wiste. Chase. What is the matter? I answered. We have been stove by a whale. Narrative of the shipwreck of the whale ship Essex of Nantucket, which was attacked and finally destroyed by a large sperm whale in the Pacific Ocean. Byron Chase of Nantucket, first mate of said vessel. New York, 1821. A mariner sat in the shards one night. The wind was piping free. Now bright. I didn't. Was the moonlight pale? And the phosphor gleamed in the wake of the whale. As it floundered in the sea. Elizabeth Oaksmith. The quantity of line withdrawn from the boats engaged in the capture of this one whale amounted altogether to 440 yards or nearly 6 English miles. Sometimes the whale shakes its tremendous tail in there, little, cracking like a whip, resounds to the distance of 3 or 4 miles. Scoresby. Mad with the agonies he endures from these fresh attacks, the infuriated sperm whale rolls over and over. He rears his enormous head, and with wide expanded jaws saps at everything around him. He rushes at the boats with his head. They are propelled before him with vast swiftness, and sometimes utterly destroyed. It is a matter of great astonishment that the consideration of the habits of so interesting and, in a commercial point of view, so important an animal as the sperm whale should have been so entirely neglected, or should have excited so little curiosity among the numerous, and many of them competent observers, that of late years must have possessed the most abundant and the most convenient opportunities of witnessing their habitudes. Thomas Beale's History of the Sperm Whale, 1839. The cachalot, sperm whale, is not only better armed than the true whale Greenland are. White whale in possessing a formidable weapon at either extremity of its body, but also more frequently displays a disposition to employ these weapons offensively and in manner at once so artful, bold, and mischievous, as to lead to its being regarded as the most dangerous to attack of all. The known species of the whale tribe, Frederick de Bourbonnet's whaling voyage round the globe, 1840. October 13. There she blows, was sent out from the masthead. We're away, demanded the captain. 3 points off the Libo. Fire. Raise the pure wheel. Steady. Steady. Fire. Masthead ahoy. Do you see that well now? Aye, aye. So, a show of sperm whales. There she blows. There she breaches. Sing out. Sing out every time. Aye. So, there she blows. There for she. Bos boas. How far off? 2 miles and a half. Thunder and lightning. So near. Call all hands. They were sprung the chings of a willing chorus. 1846. The whaleship Globe, on board of which vessel occurred the horrid transactions we are about to relate, belonged to the island of Nantucket. Narrative of the Globe Mutiny by lay and Hussey survivors. AD 1828. Being once pursued by a whale which he had wounded, he paid the assault for some time with the lance. But the furious monster at length rushed on the boat. Himself and comrades only being preserved by leaping into the water when they saw that onset was inevitable. Missionary Journal of Tyman and Bennett. Nantucket itself, said Mr. Webster, is a very striking and peculiar portion of the national interest. There is a population of 8 or 9,000 persons living here in the sea, adding largely every year to the national wealth by the boldest and most persevering industry. Report of Daniel Webster's speech in the U. Well, Senate, on the application for the erection of a breakwater at Nantucket. 1828. The whale fell directly over him, and probably killed him in a moment. The whale and his captors, or the whaleman's adventures and the whale's biography, covered on the homeward cruise of the Commodore Preble. I. Rev. Henry T. Shiver. If you make the least damn bit of noise, replied Samuel, I will send you to hell. Life of Samuel Comstock the Mutineer, by his brother, William Comstock. Other version of the Whaleship Globe narrative. The Voyages of the Dutch and English to the Northern Ocean. In order, if possible, to discover a passage through it to India. though they failed of their main object. Laid up in the haunts of the whale, on McCulloch's Commercial Dictionary. These things are reciprocal. The ball rebounds, only to bound for it again. For now, in laying open the haunts of the whale, the whalemen seem to have indirectly hit upon new clues to that same mystic northwest passage from something unpublished. It is impossible to meet a whale ship on the ocean without being struck by her near appearance. The vessel under short sail, with lookouts at the mastheads, eagerly scanning the wide expanse around them, has a totally different air from those engaged in regular voyage, currents and whaling. US is pedestrians in the vicinity of London and elsewhere may recollect having seen large curved bones set upright in the earth, hitherto for marches over gateways or entrances to alcoves, and they may perhaps have been told that these were the ribs of whales, tails of a whale voyager to the Arctic Ocean. It was not till the boats returned from the pursuit of these whales that the whites saw their ship in bloody position of the savages enrolled among the full newspaper account of the taking and retaking of the whale ship Hobbamak. It is generally well known that out of the crews of whaling vessels American few ever return in the ships on board of which they departed, cruise in a whale. But suddenly a mighty mass emerged from the water and shot up perpendicularly into the air. It was the whale, Miriam Kfing, or the whale fisherman. The whale is harpooned, to be sure. But bethink you how you would manage a powerful unbroken colt with the mere appliance of a rope tied to the root of his tail. A chapter on whaling in ribs and trucks. On one occasion I saw two of these monsters, whales probably male and female, silly swimming, one after the other, within less than a stone's throw of the shore Terra del Figo, over which the beech tree extended its branches in Darwin's Voyage of a Naturalist. "Sternal," exclaimed the mate, as upon turning his head, he saw the distended jaws of a large sperm whale close to the head of the boat, threatening it with instant destruction asternal. "For your lives," Wharton the whale killer. "Sabituri, my lads, that your hearts never fail." While the bold harpooner is striking the whale, Nantucket song. Well, there were old whale, mid storm and gale, in his ocean home will be, a giant in might, where might is right, and king of the boundless sea. Whalesome. To be continued.